If you are new to the channel, then subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for further notification. Okay student, welcome you all to this new lecture on this intermediate level where we are solving previous year JEE Main questions on straight line and coordinate geometry. So today we will be solving again 4 questions starting from question number 17, 18, 19 and then 20. Okay, then let's try to solve these questions. If PQR be 3 points, then the equation of the bisector of angle PQR. So whenever you see this point -1, 0, 0, 0, so these points are very lucrative points. So you try to draw this one because it's easy also. 0, 0 means this point and -1, 0 means this point. So these points you always try to draw it because these are very good if you visualize this one. And it is 3 and 3 root 3. So 3 root 3 will be somewhere here. 3, 3 root 3. So these are the points PQR. PQR. So the angle bisectors of PQR. So if you draw this one, so they are asking to find the angle bisector of this line. This line. So this equation they are asking. So you can apply angle bisector theorem, finding this equation, then you have formula how to find the angle bisectors of two lines. You find the equation of PQ, you find the equation of QR, then you apply. Again in angle bisector you have two angle bisectors, acute angle, obtuse angle. Here this is the acute angle because this line and this line. If you extend this one, this is the line. If you extend this one, this is the line. So one angle will be acute angle bisector. So one bisector will be this one bisector. So you have to check which one is acute, which one is obtuse, because here you need the obtuse angle bisector because it is obtuse, you can see from here. So that's why it will become a problematic here and it will be lengthy one if I use this method what I have discussed now. But if you see here, because these angles 3 root 3, these are very standard things. If you see, if I take this is as theta, if I take this one as a theta, then what will be this angle? This is 3 root 3 and this is 3. So 3 root 3 by 3 is only what? Tan theta will be equal to 3 root 3 by 3. That is root 3. So it is very standard. Do you know which one is theta? Root 3, which theta 10 give root 3? That is tan 60 give me root 3. So it is 60 degree. So if it is 60 degree, now you know which one, what is the angle of this one. Suppose this is the line that I am asked to find. Suppose this is line B2 that I need to find. Just I have given a name B2. So if I can find this angle, total angle is 120. So it is the bisector, means this angle will be 60. So you know what is the angle of this line B2. So the B2 will make, how much angle it will make? 60 plus 120 by 2. Because it is 60, so that's why it is 120. 120 by 2, 60. So it is 60 plus 60, 120 degree. So the slope of this line B2, slope of the line B2 will be tan 120. So tan 120 is, you know, tan 120 is here. So what is tan 120? That is minus tan 60 minus root 3. So you know the angle of this one B2. So you know angle, you know this point because B2 is passing through 0, 0. So what will be the equation of the line? Because it is passing through 0, 0, you can directly write y equal to minus root 3x. That is the answer. Or you can use the formula y minus y1 is equal to m x minus x1. Same thing, you will get this one. That is your option y plus root 3x. Option C. The perpendicular bisector of the line joining 1, 4, K3 has y-intercept minus 4. Then the possible value of K. So again this one you can draw in the line also, but if K is not here, you don't have K, so you cannot draw exactly. So let me write it. Just I am not bothered about coordinate now. Just I am writing 2 points 1, 4, K3, and the perpendicular bisector of line joining this and this. The perpendicular bisector of this one, this here. So these two lengths are same. If it is not same, also you make it same. You look like same. Okay, this is now same. Line segment joining this has an y-intercept. So this line has y-intercept. This line's y-intercept is given as 4, minus 4. So can you find the equation of this line? Yes, we can find because we know the slope of this line. So from this line you can find the slope of this line because these are perpendicular. So the product of the slopes m1 into m2 should be equal to minus 1. And what is m1? M1 is the slope of these two. So what is this one? 4 minus 3 by 1 minus k. So or it is 1 by 1 minus k. So what will be m2? M2 will be equal to minus 1 minus k. So if you put it there, you will get it. It should be minus 1. Okay, once you know slope of this line, slope you know, this is m2 slope. This, do you know this point? Yes, this point can also be known because this is the midpoint. So it is k plus 1 by 2 comma 4 plus 3 7 by 2. So for this line, this perpendicular bisector, this line, you have slope, you have point. So you will apply slope point formula. Y minus y2 is equal to m, or you can write it k minus 1 by multiplying by minus x minus k plus 1 by 2. So what does means y-intercept? Y-intercept, you can treat it y equal to mx plus c because c is y-intercept, or y-intercept means it cuts y-axis, because if it is a line, y-intercept means this point. So if you put x equal to 0, because y-intercept 4 means it is 0 comma minus 4. It is passing through 0 comma minus 4 because minus 4, so you can think it in lower portion here. So because this y-intercept is minus 4, so obviously the line is passing through 0 comma minus 4. That is the meaning of, you can see that then only it will give y-intercept. So the line passes through 0 comma minus 4. So if I put 0 comma minus 4, it should satisfy, because 0 comma minus 4 is the line. So this line is this one in coordinate axis. So it has to pass through 0 comma minus 4. So if you put it there, minus 4 minus 7 by 2 k minus 1, and then 0 if you put it, so it is 2, so it will be minus, then it is k plus 1. So you can do it, it will be 2 will get cancelled, 8 minus 15 is equal to minus k square minus 1, or k equal to, you can see it is plus minus 4. So possible values of k, that is only one option is there, plus 4, so it is option A. Now if we come to 19, the lines these and these are perpendicular to a common line. So what is the meaning of perpendicular to a common line? That means there is a line, any line is there. So this line, suppose this is L1 and this is L2. So these two are perpendicular to this. So this is L1, this is L2, both are perpendicular to this. What is the meaning of this? This means then these two lines are parallel to each other. So this means these two lines L1 and L2 are parallel. So parallel means their slope should be equal. So line, suppose this is L1 line and this is L2 line. So L1 and L2 are parallel. L1 parallel to L2. So both the slopes, your M1 should be equal to M2. So what will be the slope of this line? If you, I think you can by now, you know, you can directly write p equal to p square plus 1. You have to keep y one side and rest in other side. So the slope M1 is this one. Similarly, if you do this one, if you keep y at one side, so it will be minus p square plus 1 whole square x minus 2q divided by p square plus 1 p square plus 1. You have to keep, so it is minus p square plus 1x and then blah blah blah. So this is your M2. So your M2, so your M1 and M2, p into p square plus 1 should be equal to minus p square plus 1. So p square plus 1 cannot be 0 because it is positive p square to p square plus 1. So you can divide by p square plus 1. So p is equal to minus 1. How many values they have asked you for a common line? Exactly one value of p, exactly. So you have exactly one value of p, that is minus 1. P should be specifically minus 1. So that again your option is A. Okay, in 20, the line L is given by this, passes through the point this, the line K is parallel to L and has the equation this, the distance between L and K. Okay, first let us do one by one. So this passes through this point. So this passes through this point means I can find B. One by one I am calculating. Because if I know this one, then I can, because it is parallel line, then I can know, parallel means slope equal, then I can know C. Once I know all these things, then I can find the distance between two parallel lines. That we have already done in theory. So because this passes through 13 by 13 comma 32, this line L. So if I put L there, L is this one. So if I put this point, it should satisfy. That means 13 by 5 plus 32 by B is equal to 1. B equal to minus 20. So these two are parallel lines, means their slopes are equal, or you can say the coefficients, x and y coefficients, they should be same ratio. You have done in class 10. So A1 by A2 should be equal to B1 by B2 for parallel lines. For no solution or in algebraic expression, you have solved two simultaneous equations. A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is not equal to C1 by C2. Then there is no solution. No solution means they are parallel lines. So you can use this one. These two should be parallel, or the slopes are equal. You can make y equal to something, but I am not doing y because for that it will take, or you can calculate from both these equations. So what is the first one? X by 5 minus y by 32 is equal to 1. So what is your y? Y is equal to will be x by 5 into 32 minus 1 into 32. So this is your slope, 32 by 5 here. So 32 by 5 should be equal to the slope of here. So what is the slope of this equation? X by c plus y by 3 equal to 1. So y equal to minus 3x by c plus 3. So what is slope here? Here slope is minus 3 by c. So you put it minus 3 by c. So it is minus 20. So if you put it there, it will be 20 and then 20. So it will be 20 by 5, that is 4 by 5. So c will be equal to minus 3 by 4. So once you know c, then the distance between two lines. Then what will be the distance between two lines? So if you put it there, so your equations becomes, what is the first equation? This is your first equation. So let me write it clearly. So the equation of L becomes, this is y equal to 4x minus 20, and if we put this one, this is equation line K. So line K becomes y equal to, so it is minus 3 4, that is 4x plus 3. So what was the formula for this one? So you can write it, it is 4x minus y is equal to 20 and 4x minus y is equal to minus 3. So it is C1, it is C2. Remember these two. Then what is the formula for distance between parallel lines? Distance, so the distance between L and M is equal to root C1 minus C2, mod C1 minus C2 under root A square plus B square. I told you this coefficient should be exactly same. While discussing in theory also, this should be 4 4, this should be 1 1. It is not that the ratio is same, this should be exactly same. You make it exactly same, then this formula holds true. So it will be 20 minus 3 divided by under root 4 square plus 1 square, that is 23 by root 17. So that is your option D. If you like the video, then press the like button and please give your valuable comments in the comment section.